Scout Automobile, welcome to Back. The legend is back. Close your eyes. Welcome everyone back to the channel. Today we are stepping into something that is not just a car but a full-blown automotive resurrection, a machine that feels like it has been pulled straight out of a futuristic muscle car dream. This is the 2026 Plymouth Sick Fish Cuda, and from the very first glance it does not behave like a normal vehicle. It behaves like a sad statement, a warning, and a promise all at once. When you first hear the name Sick Fish Cuda, you already expect something aggressive, something wild, something that refuses to obey the ordinary rules of design and performance, and that is exactly what this machine delivers. It is built with a philosophy that combines old-school muscle heritage with next-generation engineering and aerodynamic intelligence. Every line, every curve, every vent, every fuses to obey the ordinary rules of design and performance. Angle is designed with purpose and attitude. Now imagine walking towards this machine in real life. The ground feels lower, the air feels heavier, and the presence of the car starts hitting you even before you actually reach it. The 2026 Plymouth Sick Fish Cuda is not trying to blend in, it is designed to dominate, and the closer you get the more you realize this is not just transportation, this is mechanical art with aggression injected into every surface. Let's start with the rear view because that is where this machine immediately shows its identity. The back of the Sick Fish Cuda is bold, extremely wide, and deeply sculpted. It carries a very muscular stance that makes it look like it is always ready to launch forward at any moment. The taillight design is sharp and futuristic, stretching across the rear like a glowing signature in the night. The LED pattern is not possible at core. At any moment the taillight design is sharp and futuristic, stretching across the rear like a glowing signature in the night. The LED pattern is not random, it is engineered to create a visual identity that you can recognize instantly, even from a distance. The rear diffuser is not just cosmetic, it is functional. It channels airflow aggressively underneath the vehicle, improving stability at high speeds. The coal exhaust outlets are integrated into the design in a way that makes them look like part of a performance weapon rather than just a mechanical necessity. When the engine roars from the back, it does not sound polite, it sounds like controlled chaos, like something alive and angry, but perfectly controlled, moving slightly upward. You notice the rear spoiler, it is not oversized in a childish way, but perfectly controlled, moving slightly upward. You notice the rear spoiler, it is not oversized in a childish way, but perfectly controlled, moving slightly upward. You notice the rear spoiler, it is not oversized in a childish way, but perfectly controlled, moving slightly upward. It presses the car into the road when performance demands it, and stays visually clean when cruising at lower speeds. The rear glass slopes into the bodywork in a smooth transition that reduces drag and gives the car a coupe-like aerodynamic silhouette. Now shifting attention to the front side. This is where the Sick Fish Cuda really starts to feel futuristic. The front fascia is aggressive, almost shark-like. The grille design is wide and low, giving the impression that the car is constantly breathing in air, preparing for acceleration. The headlights are razor-thin LED units that stretch outward like eyes focused on prey. They are not just lights, they are part of the personality of the vehicle. The hood is long, powerful, and sculpted with deep channels that guide air over and around the body. It is the kind of hood that suggests a massive engine sitting underneath something built not just for commuting but for domination on open roads and performance tracks. The front bumper integrates aerodynamic vents that help with cooling and downforce, making the entire front end feel alive with engineering intent. Now if we move to the front left side, you start to understand the proportions of the vehicle better. The stance is low, wide, and extremely planted. The wheel arches are heavily flared, giving space for large performance wheels that grip the road with authority. The alloy wheel design is sharp, multi-layered, and futuristic. Each spoke looks like it has been carved for both strength and airflow optimization. From this angle, the Sick Fish Cuda looks like it is leaning forward even when standing still, as if it cannot wait to launch itself into motion. The body lines flow from the front fender all the way to the rear in a continuous motion that gives the illusion of speed, even when the car is parked. Now moving to the front right side, the symmetry continues, but you also start noticing small details that you might miss at first glance. The side mirrors are compact, aerodynamic, and integrated, with indicators that flash like digital signals rather than traditional lighting. The door handles are flush with the body, reducing drag and adding to the clean, futuristic appearance. The side skirts run low along the ground, giving the car a grounded, aggressive posture. It feels like the car is hugging the road even before it starts moving. This is where engineering meets design philosophy. Everything is aligned for performance, efficiency, and 4 seconds. It in for a 70 forest power. Visual aggression. Now let's open the doors and step inside the interior, because this is where the Sick Fish Cuda shifts from beast mode exterior to intelligent luxury cockpit. The moment you sit inside, you are surrounded by a driver-focused environment. Everything is angled toward control, precision, and immersion. The seats are deeply bolstered, designed to hold you firmly during high-speed driving. They are wrapped in premium leather with contrast stitching that adds a sporty yet luxury feel. The seating position is low, making you feel connected to the road instead of sitting above it. This is not a casual seating arrangement. This is a performance cockpit. Ambient lighting runs through the cabin in subtle strips, creating a futuristic glow without overwhelming the interior design. It reacts to driving modes, changing colors depending on whether you are in eco sport or performance settings. This creates an emotional connection between driver and machine. Now, moving to the dashboard, this is where technology takes over in a clean and minimalistic way. The entire dashboard is dominated by a large curved digital display that merges the instrument cluster and infotainment system into one seamless interface. There are no unnecessary buttons. Everything is simplified and digitized. The steering wheel is flat-bottomed, sporty, and wrapped in high-quality leather with integrated controls for driving modes, audio, and cruise control. It feels solid in your hands, like it belongs in a racing environment rather than a regular road car. The infotainment system supports advanced connectivity, voice control, navigation, and performance telemetry, giving the driver access to real-time data about speed, engine performance, and driving dynamics. It feels like you are controlling a machine that is constantly communicating with you. Now, if we look at the rear section of the vehicle again, but this time from a technical perspective, we see that the rear wheels are wider than standard, supporting high torque delivery and stability during aggressive acceleration. The suspension system is tuned for both comfort and performance, allowing the vehicle to adapt to different road conditions without losing its character. The braking system is equally impressive, with high-performance disc brakes designed to handle extreme heat and repeated stress. This ensures that even at high speeds, the vehicle remains under full control. Moving again around the rear bumper area, you notice the integration of sensors, cameras, and aerodynamic elements. Everything is placed with precision to support both safety and performance. The rear lighting system doubles as both aesthetic signature and functional visibility enhancement in low light conditions. From the rear left side, the vehicle shows a slightly different personality angle. It feels more aggressive from this perspective. The curvature of the body emphasizes motion even when static. The wide tires and deep wheel arches create a planted racing stance that suggests readiness for instant acceleration. From the rear right side, the design balance continues, maintaining symmetry but also revealing subtle aerodynamic sculpting that helps manage airflow around the vehicle, reducing turbulence and improving efficiency at higher speeds. Now, when we talk about driving experience, this is where the 2026 Plymouth Sick Fish Cuda becomes something truly unforgettable. It is expected to deliver explosive acceleration, sharp handling, and a very responsive steering system that makes the driver feel fully connected to the road. Every input is translated instantly into motion. The engine note is not just sound, it is emotion. It rises under acceleration and settles into a deep, controlled rumble at cruising speeds, giving the driver a sense of power that is always available under the pedal. Multiple driving modes transform the behavior of the car: eco mode for efficiency, sport mode for balanced aggression, and track mode for full performance, unleashing the true personality of the machine in its rawest form. Safety systems are also integrated seamlessly with adaptive cruise control, lane assistance, collision detection, and 360-degree camera support, ensuring that even with all this power, the driver remains in control and protected. The Sick Fish Cuda is not designed to be gentle, it is designed to be experienced. It is for those who want more than just transportation. It is for those who want more than just transportation. It is for those who want more than just transportation. It is for those who want more than just transportation. It is for those who want more than just transportation. It is for those who want more than just transportation. Want emotion, speed, presence, and identity in a single machine. Every time you approach it, you feel like you are approaching something alive, something that understands power and responds to it. And that is exactly what makes the 2026 Plymouth Sick Fish Cuda not just a car but a modern muscle legend reborn for a new generation scout automobile. Welcome to back. The legend is back, and it is louder, faster, and more aggressive than ever to need before.